Hello, welcome to the studio. We are going to paint some historic landmarks today. You know, Dubuque, Iowa is a very historic town. Great fortunes were made in the 19th century, and there's a lot of high Victorian mansions and beautiful homes that dot the landscape. And it's very hilly, and there are a lot of high promontories, and there's cliffs and bluffs to which the houses seem to be clinging precariously. So I was up on one of these bluffs looking down on the Ryan houses, which are located down in the valley portion of Dubuque, and they really are extraordinary houses. They have cupolas, which are these architectural affectations of the 19th century high Victorian house. They provided a view of the Mississippi River. They could see commerce coming and going with the riverboats and all that. So we're going to paint that scene, and I'm going to try to show you a little bit more about my choice of colors, and let's see how it turns out.
Georgia grind. Hey, the Georgia grind. Now everybody doing it, they're all doing the Georgia grind. Hey, mama, mama, look at sis. She's out on the levee doing a double twist, doing a Georgia grind. Doing a Georgia grind. Hey, everybody doing it, they're all doing the Georgia grind. Yeah.
Well, hello world, here I am. I'm wailing on a clarinet, leading the band, doing a Georgia grind. Oh, that Georgia grind.
I know that.
Oh, I'm right on time, and I'm doing that Georgia grind. Well, tell your mama, tell your daddy, the party's over here, and you better get ready, doing the Georgia grind. Oh, that Georgia grind. Oh, we party all the time when we do the Georgia grind.
Hey, look at this. Look at sis. She's out on the levee doing a double twist, doing a Georgia grind. Yeah, the Georgia grind. Now everybody doing it. They're all doing the Georgia grind. Yeah, I know the sun shines east, the sun shines west. I know which way the sun shines best, doing the Georgia grind. Doing the Georgia grind. Everybody doing it. They all doing the Georgia grind.
Well, if the sun shines north, sun shines south, shut your big mouth. Doing the Georgia grind. Oh, that Georgia grind. We do the Georgia grind. Oh, do the Georgia grind. Well, tuba, tuba. Oh, shut your mouth. Doing the Georgia grind. Oh, that Georgia grind. Doing the Georgia. Oh, that Georgia grind. Let's go.
This is my color palette. As you can see, I combine Artisan brand from Winsor Newton and the Grumbacher Max line. What they all have in common, of course, is they're water soluble. And this is the greatest innovation in oil painting, in my opinion. Look at this, Artisan brand, water soluble or water mixable stand oil. This is great when you want to thin your colors down but still maintain their color intensity. The other thing that's nice is these paints wash up like crazy. I use this stuff called pink soap, which not only washes the brushes, but it reconditions them. As you can see, this product is endorsed by Leonardo da Vinci. We have Mona Lisa's picture on the label. Let's talk about the colors. Raw sienna, burnt sienna. I have burnt umber. Sometimes I have a raw umber in there, but it's almost not necessary. And I have yellow ochre. Those are my flesh tones for my figurals. I have here alizarin crimson. Alizarin crimson is hard to pronounce, but it is an extremely strong color, and it mixes well with others to create entirely new colors that might not be readily available out of the tube. As you can see, I use quite a bit of it. This is called the Masterson Key. It fits and comes in different sizes when you buy them, and they fit on the tube, and it's the best way to get the last drop of paint out of the tube. I even sometimes resort to cutting them open with an X-Acto knife to get the last bit of color out of the tube. This is my fire engine red, but it's not called that. It's Grumbacher red. It's their trademark. But I have that because sometimes you just need a red. This is cadmium yellow. It's a very light yellow, very strong, very powerful tinting and mixing yellow. Phthalo green. Phthalo green is a blue-green. Don't use it much, but when I need a blue-green, that's the best one. Sap green I use a lot, as you can see by the Masterson Key on the tube. That is for my foliage, trees, etc. French ultramarine blue, a very deep, dark blue. Cerulean blue, I have two shades. This is my sky colors. I use this combined with white. And to darken colors, I use ivory black. Not much, just enough to create some deep shadows. And I also combine my ultramarine blue and a little touch of alizarin crimson to create shadows as well when I'm doing high contrast compositions. This is the most important color, titanium white. I buy the 200 milliliter tube. It is outstanding, and it's very buttery soft. And I go through quite a bit of it because I want good coverage, and that's what you get with this. You don't have to do more than one coat, and you can combine your colors here with the titanium white to lighten the shade that you might be after. So titanium white, very important paints in the arsenal. Here are my brushes. You can see they all look similar. I have Lowell Cornell, and I also have Royal Langenickel. The wooden brushes are Lowell Cornell. They're rather inexpensive, but they have outstanding integrity. This is sort of an artificial sable. And you know, I learned how to paint from sign painters, and this would be considered in the sign business a cutter brush. You can really do beautiful lettering with this, but I use it to paint because I love that kind of coverage. So I have all different widths of those. And then I also have another sign brush kind of configuration called a liner brush. And the liner brush is a long, now this one here is sable, and it's for doing script or other various things, pinstriping and that type of thing. I use it as a detail brush. It holds a lot of paint, and I have a couple of versions of those. Here's one that's white, Lowell Cornell, and they're very, very good brushes. Now, let's talk about the Royal Langenickel. These are not an expensive brush, but they're an exciting brush for me because A, you can dry them standing up like this or upside down. It doesn't matter. The brush does not absorb any of the paint or liquid during the washing process. None of that ends up in the ferrule. And I have a very good brush cleaning system that keeps these brushes absolutely fresh as a daisy. Okay, here's another awesome brush to use when you're doing clouds and things like that. I call it a mop brush, and this is a 1-inch Royal Langenickel, and it just makes nice clouds without showing the edge of the brush. Well, that turned out pretty well. Thanks for joining me on this project. Right now I got brushes to clean. I actually like to clean my brushes because I get to gauge one brush's productivity versus another. You know, it's hard to believe I'm actually an artist. Every once in a while I have to pull out my business card. Yep, I'm an artist. Listen, join me again next time on Gary Olsen Studio.